Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellums, Griniflix Adventure 8, and welcome to another video. Today I'm talking about a camera, well actually three cameras, three lenses, all different setups. Can the choice of camera and the lens dictate or predict the future? Let's find out. There's nothing like setting a challenge for yourself just to stimulate the creativity and the enthusiasm. So the challenge that I set myself was to choose one of my Nikon cameras with the different lenses and then see what type of shots I get. I'll review all these shots with you so that you'll be able to see the set of shots that were taken with one camera versus another. It's not comparing one camera to another, but it's the choice of camera and the choice of lens combination that you decide to go out with and to create some photographs. I guess the idea behind the project was to see whether what you choose dictates what you see even before you actually go out and actually take the shots. And can you actually predict the type of shot you're going to have depending on the choice of lens? Let's have a look at the cameras that I've chosen to take out. So we're starting off with my Nikon D700. Yeah, it's a classic. Look at that. And the lens that's on it is an old 85mm f1.4. This lens is probably about, I don't know, 40 years old, I would say. I'll probably have some facts there if I can find out. And the camera itself, the D700, also is a golden oldie, 2007 or something like that, around that period. So what's already 16 years old. All right, so that's one combination. Then the other is my D850. So that's a 45 or thereabouts, 45 megapixel camera. It's got a fairly modern lens. So the D850, what also is probably about 6 years old. Again, I'll have the details there. And the lens I've chosen is the 70-200 f2.8, so it's a fast lens, and it's the f-mount AFS Nikon 70-200mm f2.8 EFLED. A lot of letters and numbers. It's vibration reduction VR lens. And then the third combination of camera and lens is my Z9. So that's a very modern camera, only a few years old, or 18 months in fact. And also a very modern lens, which is only also probably about 6 months old as far as when it was first released, which is the 100-400 zoom lens, S-line lens, and this one is f4.5 to 5.6 as far as the aperture is concerned. 3 cameras, 3 bodies, 3 lenses, all very different. What sort of shots I'm going to get? Let's go have a look. The location is McMaster's Beach. Yes, one of my favorite beaches in New South Wales. I went out with each of these cameras on a separate occasion, separate lighting, different subjects, etc. Let's see what sort of shots we get with the 3 different combinations. Yeah, tell me which combination is your favorite? Which combination provided the greatest creativity? Which combination produced the most interesting results? Which combination provided maybe a more interesting story? Welcome your thoughts. But anyway, let's have a look at the shots and we'll review straight after. I ended up taking probably, I don't know, 100 odd photographs with each of the cameras. And after going through them and selecting about 15, 16, whatever, thereabouts, photos from each series, I was a little bit surprised by the outcome. And let's maybe just review that quickly. For starters, the D700 produced some what I thought were amazing results and very creative, and quite a variety of photographs. I don't know why. I guess it is to do with composition again and what's going through your mind. But with the colors and the lighting and everything, I thought it was quite amazing, the type of results that it produced. As soon as and this is to do with the lens, I suppose, as soon as you go to a long lens or a zoom lens, in this case here for the D850 and the 70-200 zoom, I found probably most of the shots were taken at 200. And straight away you're looking much further away than the 85mm lens, and then you take advantage of things that are further away. So being a beach location, surfing shots seem to be one of the major type of photographs I think that I took with that series. The Z9 was quite amazing to use. I used this in a very low light situation, late afternoon, and again with the 400mm lens, it meant that I took things much further away. So they all performed really well, I thought. As far as the accuracy of focus, I think the Z9 produced a better consistent focus with all the modern technology, but all in all the D850 did a really good job. I was using 3D focusing and continuous focusing with the back button focus with with those two cameras. The D850, the D700 and the 85mm lens in this case here, it's a manual lens, so that means I had to focus manually. Using the manual lens, you do have some focus assist in the viewfinder where you have a little dot there and an arrow that goes arrow, dot, arrow, and that gives you an indication of which way to focus depending on your subject, but it's obviously much slower, so slow photography with the 85mm manual lens. Which combination is my favorite? Well, they're all fantastic. I don't have a favorite combination, but I do like having multiple cameras so that I can actually test my creativity, test my patience. Having a fixed focal length is going to mean that in most cases, particularly the older lenses, means that you'll have a lighter weight camera and lens combination. Mind you, with the new Z series, depending on which fixed focal length you go for and what f-stop, like the 15mm f1.2 is a massive lens. Yeah, so that still ends up being a large format, I suppose, as far as weight is concerned. I mean, this, for a zoom lens like this, the 100-400 is really quite compact for a zoom lens for that reach as well. So it's quite manageable. I think the weight of the Z9 with the 100-400 is about the same weight as the D850 with the 70-200. So as far as weights and size, they're not really that dissimilar. D700 with the 85mm lens was much easier to carry around. Long and short of it is I love using all three combinations. It's great to have access to all cameras, and that's probably why I'd never throw out my old cameras or sell my old cameras. I love going back to them because when they were released in their heyday, they were phenomenal, and inevitably they're still phenomenal, even though the megapixels have changed and the sensors have changed and the dynamic range has changed and autofocus has changed. You can still manual focus all of these lenses. I welcome your thoughts and your comments with regards to the series of photographs. Which combination produced the best results in your mind? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it's the first time to my channel and you haven't already subscribed, then do subscribe. Press notifications, you'll be notified when the next video is out. And if you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up. That's how you support the channel. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.